recognize Senator Scott, please.
Thank you, Chair Reed. First off, thank you, both of you, for your willingness to serve. Congratulations on your nominations, and thank you for your prior service. General Fenton, Florida is proud to be home of SOCOM. Do you think SOCOM is adequately funded, and do you think it has sufficient personnel to take on our adversaries across the globe wherever they are threatening or could threaten American interests?
Senator, in my current position, I don't know that I know the entirety of SOCOM in terms of resource challenges, funding challenges, and I would want to take that, if confirmed, and examine it fully with the SOCOM team. I can comment that right now they are around the globe addressing the challenge of China, Russia as the acute threat, and certainly the persistent threats that are counterterrorism or VEOs and in Iran and North Korea. So I know they're arrayed, and as part of that team, I have experience of doing that myself. But the understanding at an enterprise level of SOCOM's resourcing challenges and manning challenges to the fullest extent, Senator, if confirmed, I'd like to take that and examine it more fully with the team.
Do you, if you feel like SOCOM is not adequately funded, don't have the sufficient personnel to take on our adversaries, will you come back to this committee? Will you be direct and tell us exactly what you believe?
Senator, I will come back and tell the committee directly and transparently and openly what I believe. And as I examine it, if confirmed with the SOCOM team, I will take a look, and I will absolutely report to the Secretary and the Chairman if I saw resourcing or challenge gaps, and report to the committee through the department.
What do our adversaries think of our abilities in SOCOM, and do you think they fear what the U.S. can do to them if they threaten our interests around the globe?
Senator, I wouldn't want to put myself in the mind of any of those adversaries and proffer for them, but I'll start with putting myself in the space of relationships of partners and allies that I've been around for many, many years. In my Indo-PACOM experience and in my time in Africa and certainly in the Middle East, we are, as your soft team, a partner of choice. We're combat credible. We build partners and allies, and we make friends versus what China make clients and customers. So from partners and allies, we are the force of choice, the soft team, and by extension, as I saw in Indo-PACOM, the entire U.S. team, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines there. My sense is that, combined with our combat credibility, again, I don't want to put myself in the minds of the adversaries, but it should cause them to pause and to know that this team has been tested, the U.S. military and soft team, and think very carefully about any moves that they would make against our forces. But I know what our partners and allies think, and I know our force knows it to be a credible, disciplined, reliable, and outcome force, and has seen in action, disrupting terror for 20 years, capturing or killing iconic leaders, competing with the Chinese and with the Russians. The soft team has done a wide remit that my sense is the adversaries are certainly taking note of.
Thank you. What lessons can SOCOM learn from Russia's invasion of Ukraine and apply to a potential invasion of Taiwan by Communist China?
Senator, I don't know if those lessons are instantly transferable from Ukraine to Taiwan. But my sense is that what we're learning from the Ukraine experience, and from my perspective, my optic, is that the powers of partners and allies, investing in relationships, strengthening relationships, and then the galvanizing of what comes together as a many of many's, vice the unprovoked invasion and the horrible activities of Russia inside of Ukraine. I think the other takeaway is asymmetric, atypical, the use of open source satellite imagery and modern technology, small UASs, is blunting and has denied Putin, in many ways, his desired objectives. I think that's an important takeaway. Then I would add the information operations, being in the infosphere and messaging and certainly being present to amplify voices for good, and certainly to address what Russia is doing in that country. Those are, I think, very important takeaways from my perspective, Senator, that as I watch this, that I certainly note.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Senator.